Hey guys, so I said I would do a fertility video for you. I've actually been through loads of clips that I took last time, and I feel like there's quite a lot of information there and it kind of follows the journey. So I'm going to post those, that's what's coming up. Then the second video will be afterthoughts and answering your questions. I hope you don't think I'm blabbering on too much in the videos, but I thought it was better to get everything up and just kind of explain how I was feeling and stuff at the time. This was like 2 years ago now, so it's really weird to watch back. At the time I was just way too emotional to post it, and I just, yeah. Oh, hi Copper. Anyway, if you have any questions, please comment. Thank you. First appointment done. A bit stressful. Okay, so I've just got in the car back from the station. I couldn't really talk about it because obviously I was on the train and everything else. I mean, I'll do a proper video when I get home, but I just wasn't expecting. I only had like a scan and stuff today, but I just wasn't expecting it to be so... I wasn't expecting to feel so emotional. I thought it would just be like, like, I don't even know why it is. I guess you just feel a bit like, well, two things. One, I should have taken a friend. If I knew I was going to feel like this, I would have taken someone with me. Because sometimes you just like... want a bit of moral support, I guess. I think it's just like such a kind of positive thing to do, and it's like quite empowering to choose to do it and to be able to do it. But then on the other hand, you feel like, I feel like, why have I had to, like, why have I not just had kids already, kind of thing? Like, it's almost like I feel like a bit of a failure. Jesus, get a grip, love. But yeah, I'm gonna drive home, not cry. And I will, yeah, talk about it when I get back. And I've had a cup of tea. That'll solve all the problems. So I'm home now. I'm not hysterical, so I thought I could maybe like talk through what they actually did at the appointment, because some people watching this might actually want to know what happens, not just about how I'm feeling. My cousin works at the clinic, and that's why I've like chosen this clinic. The doctor I had today, Dr. Mariam, who is honestly the nicest lady. She made me feel so comfortable. Talked through everything, and we talked through the like different options. So you can freeze your eggs, like just as eggs. And now I think that's much more of a successful process, but a few years ago it was actually it wasn't as successful as if you froze embryos. So I also wanted to ask, which is a really scary thought, because you would then have to choose a sperm donor, which is, I feel like, a whole nother like thing to start looking into, was whether to freeze just eggs or whether to freeze some as embryos. I mean, I'm kind of glad that she was basically like, you really don't need to do any as embryos, because I feel like that would be a whole nother layer on top, trying to decide, go through your little like sperm donor catalogue and choose a man. Wild. So, but I did think I was maybe going to have to do that, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't even know where to start. So I'm just going to freeze eggs. We've decided on that. I'm going to start, my next cycle starts, then I go, I think on like day 18 and have scans and see how everything's going, and then on the beginning of the next one is when you start the injections, which I'm so nervous about. It's just weird, isn't it? Like injecting yourself. I know loads of people do it, I know it's absolutely fine, but like, oh, obviously they're going to teach me how to do it, but I'm like, I don't know what to expect. Like, how I just, you know, like when you wax your legs or something and then you have to like pull the pull the strip off. I feel like it's gonna be like that, like, you know, when you're like, oh, just get on with it. But I actually also, this was quite cute, I met a lady in there today that started chatting to me, which is actually so nice because I'm really bad at like starting to talk to people. And she was like, oh, like what are you here for? And she was doing her second cycle of egg freezing, so she was just saying like that everyone there had been really nice and that she'd been like quite successful with her first cycle, and she just wants to do another one. So yeah, it was good actually to chat to someone who like had already done it, and she said the injecting was okay. So she was like, you get used to it really quickly and the needle's not that big, but obviously I'll like show you what it's like when I get to that stage. I feel quite positive about it now. I was not feeling positive. I don't know what it is. One of the things about being single, I don't mind being single like most of the time. I'm used to being on my own at home. I'm used to, you know, not waking up next to someone, like it's fine. But there's just like some moments that you go through. I don't want to get upset. And there's like some things, I think when you're there as well, like you see, obviously I wouldn't wish anyone to have to go through any fertility treatment. It's so much nicer for you if it can happen naturally. But there's just some moments where you just wish like you could just come home and someone could give you a cuddle, or someone could come there and support you. And I should have just taken one of my friends because it would have like alleviated that situation. But yeah, like today was one of those days. Don't worry, because I'll be fine, and not that you're worried. And it will be hot girl summer soon, so who fucking cares? But yeah, there's just like the odd moment. And then sometimes when I see people like routing in Tesco, I'm like, oh no, not for me. I didn't think it would be so like thought-provoking and so emotional, I guess. But yeah, it kind of is. It kind of brings up like a lot of feelings that you maybe don't actually ever really address. So I've had the scan and I've got 4 follicles on each ovary. I don't really know if that's good or bad. I texted my cousin and she said it was fine. She also said it could be slightly lower than usual because I've been on the pill. But also if you're thinking of doing this, have been on the pill for a long time, I think you maybe have to come off it for a bit longer. So maybe like if it's something in your plan, then maybe just like have a chat with someone about when you need to come off it if you're planning this. I've only been on it for a couple of months, so I've come off now. So it's second week in Jan. I've come off the pill, which probably makes you a little bit like hormonal. I've also been on my period, which makes you a bit hormonal, and I've given up all forms of nicotine and alcohol. So and then I'm now doing this, and I think that's probably the reasons I'm feeling so emotional. I don't want to like put anyone off, like it's gonna bring up any trauma, but yeah, it's been a lot. I won't go too much into detail about why I found it so triggering and stuff yet, because I feel like I'm not emotionally stable enough to talk about that today. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm excited to have some little eggs in the freezer. Also, does anyone else do this? Like, I literally washed my hair this morning and put makeup on. I don't know why. If I ever have a hospital appointment, I always go like, I always make myself look nice, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because if you were to get bad news or something, you don't want to look. Today I was like, oh, I don't want my eggs to see me looking like shit on the ultrasound. I don't know what it is. It's so stupid. The next thing is to get my blood test back, so they'll like say more about how many eggs they think I'm gonna get. Also, I have to decide, you can do 1 cycle, which is like 3,100. Obviously, like the cost is huge. Or you can do 3 cycles for 8,200 or something. But you have to do them within a year, and I'm kind of like, 3 times in a year is like, it's quite intense, like with all the injecting, the no drinking before, the being like super healthy, and then the afterwards, I think you need like a little bit of time to heal. Like, I don't know, it's 3 times in a year is quite a lot. I miss wine. I feel like the stress has not even started. What if I do it and get like, oh, I'm so worried I'm gonna do it and get like 1 egg? What if I only have 1 egg? Oh God. I actually feel a little bit better today about the whole situation. I'm not hysterical, so that's good. The being upset and stuff, I don't want people to think this is like a negative thing, because it really isn't. But I also just want to, like, I guess, kind of make people aware of some of the feelings like it might bring up. So into the gym, which I'm hoping is going to make me feel better. And yeah, dry Jan continues. I can't believe I've got maybe do this for 3 months. I mean, it's bad really how much my life revolves around alcohol, but it's just a good time, isn't it? Just gonna wait for my blood results today, and hopefully I'm really like crossing everything that they're gonna be positive, so I can feel like more positive, because I think all the information yesterday as well, and like finding out that I'll probably have to do a few cycles, was a bit overwhelming. And I just felt a bit annoyed. Like, it's just annoying being a girl, isn't it? Like, men don't even have to think about this. They don't even have to think about it. They just go about their lives, having kids until they're like 70. I mean, I know not all men, but for a lot of them. Cool guys. A little update. Well, nothing that exciting. So, haven't had my bloods back yet. Can't give you any info there. It's a day 14 of January, which means, well, 13 days, no alcohol. Which is, okay, I'm actually feeling quite good today. I've got plans tonight, going to the comedy club with my brother and sisters. So I feel like if you've got like sober plans, it's okay. But I heard someone mention bottomless brunch on the radio earlier, and honestly, I was like, oh, I could go to a bottomless brunch and I could literally drink a bottle of wine with a straw. So, yeah, we're missing it slightly, but we're being positive. I mean, I've got another like 2 months at least. This will be the longest in my adult life I haven't drunk for. Yeah, I think. Oh, there was a, I don't even know why I looked at this. Someone sent it to me, an article that the Daily Mail had written, just what I'd put on Instagram, that I'm planning on freezing my eggs, starting my egg freezing journey, blah, 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 super excited to be having kids like Janet when I'm 50. Like, fingers crossed with the eyes. Like, I shouldn't have to explain myself. And also, if that's what you want to do, you want to wait till you're 50, then that's absolutely fine. It's not anyone else's business. But basically, I don't want to wait till I'm 50 to have kids. But the comments, I don't know why. I know better. I don't know why I've read the comments. Some people, they are not okay. First of all, like, I wish them a lot of luck, and I hope that they, like, honestly find better, more exciting things to do with their time than comment on Daily Mail articles. Saying something like, oh, you don't deserve to have children. I mean, I can't remember word for word, but like, oh, you don't deserve to have children if you want to wait till you're 50. I'm sorry. Is it your choice whether I deserve to have children or not, at what age I choose? Absolutely not. Like, go out of your way, like Susan, 41, from fucking Torquay, I don't know, and like leave a nasty comment. I'm just like, please. On top of that, it's quite a sensitive subject. The reason I haven't had children yet isn't because I just think I'm not like ready to have them now. It's not because I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have a laugh, let me just like freeze some eggs because I don't fancy it, which is absolutely fine if that's the choice you make and you want to have a career and you want to do that. But my reason's more like I haven't met the right person. So, like, don't slag me off for my complete lack of being able to find a suitable partner. That's my moan today. Should have bloody read them, but yeah, here we are. Ready now. I'm going to laugh my head off at the comedy club. I really recommend the comedy club, actually. It's only like, I think it's like £7 for a ticket some nights, and they have some amazing comedians on, like up and coming and like already with like great reputations, you know what I mean, like that do amazing shows. It is so worth it, and yeah, you can get the tickets super cheap. So it's my little tip of the day. Hi guys, I was waiting for my AMH results. I don't even know what that stands for, something hormone. I should probably find out. And that's what they get from like the blood test that they did the other day at the hospital. And basically the result has come back and it's quite low. And your AMH is, oh, I don't want to upset. Your AMH is basically what tells you how many eggs are left. So the doctor said that she's not overly worried because of my age, so it means that even though there's not that many left overall, the quality could still be really good. She didn't seem that bothered, but like when I've been googling it, which I know is like the worst thing to do, it basically just like it doesn't look great. And I've googled like the amount of follicles I had compared to what you're supposed to have. It just seems low. God, am I just gonna cry on every video I ever do? Very boring for you. It seems really low. I'm just getting really worried and stressed that I'm gonna go through the cycles and do all the injecting and just not like really get any egg. I was doing it as an insurance policy so that that didn't happen later on, and now I'm like super worried that actually that's what's gonna happen now. I'm trying not to be too like negative about it. I don't expect it to be like amazing, but I didn't necessarily expect it to be this bad. Yeah, a little bit shit news. Sorry. Now I'm just like getting really concerned about like how many cycles it's gonna take. Obviously I didn't think about this before. I thought like, oh, I'll do a few cycles and it will be okay, and now I'm thinking if I do a couple of cycles and I only get a couple of eggs because it's harder for me, and we're just gonna have to keep doing cycles until I get this like 20 or whatever's like the good number. Is that the rest of the year, just every month like injecting and the hormones? And it's really difficult because then at the end of it, obviously I'm not like planning on getting pregnant straight away. Even in the future, there's no guarantee. So it's just all these like thoughts creeping in. I'm trying to like be positive. I know like what you're thinking can have an effect on your body, so I'm trying not to be stressed, but I think it's difficult not to be. I've been recommended this lady called Justine, who is a natural fertility expert. Tomorrow morning I'm going to see her, so I think hopefully do some tests and basically give me some options of how I can like boost maybe my AMH and boost my follicles on my ovaries with like different vitamins and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know that much about it, but she was recommended by a friend who said she was amazing, who had IVF, so hopefully I can tell you more about that tomorrow. Not the best, but hey, we move. I've just got back from my appointment with Justine, and oh my god, she is amazing. I was just in there and I was just like, oh my god, where have you been all my life? Just like some of the things she said, she was like absolutely bang on. She made me feel so much more confident in the amount of follicles I've got and my AMH. When you maybe get like the feedback from the hospital, you don't really like, they're just like, they see it every day, don't they? So it's quite like blasé. And then you start googling it and like freaking out. But she was like super supportive, really nice, and also just gave me like so many tips. She like tests your levels for certain things, so she's told me exactly which supplements, which vitamins. She's given me homeopathic medicine as well, and yeah, we spoke about loads of different things, but I love that she like incorporates, I want to say this really badly, but like nutrition and science-based work also with healing and a bit more, I guess, spiritual work. Sorry Justine if I've just said that really badly. I feel so much better, and it's just nice to speak to someone who's like sounds positive about it. So I was diagnosed a while ago with folate anemia, which isn't, I don't think it's particularly serious. I mean, I don't really know, the doctor just kind of told me and said take some folic acid. She was talking about like how to get it in your food. I've learned so much. I feel like I need a bit of time to process it, but also I'm so excited because I feel like now I've got something to work towards and yeah, like try and improve the AMH, or at least just really get like the best eggs. She was saying that it's not just about quantity. it's also about the quality. So like what you're eating, what you're putting into your body like beforehand is really, really, really important. I would honestly recommend anyone, even if you just like, she told me so many things about nutrition. Also I'm vegan as well, which can be a bit tricky. So even if you're not on a fertility journey, like I would highly recommend her. So yeah, I'm feeling good again, which is nice because yesterday was a real low point. I was like, am I gonna cry in every video talking about this? Happy eggs. I feel like I'm gonna have to like really change my diet now. I eat a lot of ready meals just because I live on my own. I hate cooking for me, like thanks me, I'll clean up me. Like it's just not great. Yeah, that's gonna have to go. We're gonna have to really move on to fresh fruit and veg, protein in. And I've been vegan for like 6 years, but we did discuss maybe having like 1 bit of fish a month or something. And I actually feel good after the not drinking for 18 days, 17 if we count like New Year's Eve. So yeah, I think that's all. Sorry I don't record like in the appointments and stuff, but I just feel like sometimes it would be a little bit, I don't know. First full day after seeing Justine yesterday. I've got like some homeopathic bits, loads of supplements. So yeah, she's helping me loads. But one of the main problems, so I have folate anemia, which means I'm not basically getting enough folic acid. I don't really know why. I don't know if it's because I'm vegan. I shouldn't have it if I'm vegan because I should be eating more plants. This is actually really important if you're trying to get actually pregnant, because the lower your folic acid levels, the more likely you are for the baby to have spina bifida while they're growing, when they're really small. I think I said that right, sorry if I haven't. Oh, I've got, basically, spinach is the highest, okay? I don't really like spinach, but spinach has got 33% of your daily folate intake in half a cup. What? Like, that's insane. So you only really need like 3 portions of spinach and you're done. I mean, I'm gonna have to learn to like spinach. I don't know how that's gonna go. I got these sauces from a cooking event the other day, so I might just like use them, try and, you know, make it a bit delicious. Or I'm gonna put it in a smoothie, but yeah, we'll see about that. Bananas, I think they're like, maybe one is like 9%. Broccoli is a bit higher, I'm gonna say 50. Oranges, again, I think maybe like 9. I've got some orange juice, some vegan omega-3 to be taken. And then these are my homeopathic things. They're like in these glass, see? And you just like snap the top off and then add them to a little bit of water. So she's given me a little mantra to say with them, which I love. And then there's a couple more supplements I need to order. This is her like fertility oil. So you can mix this with moisturiser or like put it on your pulse points. I just feel like I'm gonna give it my all, and then whatever happens is meant to happen and I can't be disappointed by it. So yeah, first day of positivity and really changing the diet. I'm gonna let you know how it goes. Oh, also, I've been vegan for like 6 years. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but I might add a tiny bit of fish into my diet, only like once a month or something, but just to, yeah, like boost the omega-3 and the protein, because my protein was quite low. That's the latest. I'll be back with more soon. Hi, so I haven't spoken on it. I don't know why I'm finding this so funny. It's actually not funny. Some more of my vitamins have arrived. Let me show you what I've got. I need to take these Vital all-in-ones. Like, they're not anything special, do you know what I mean? Like, loads of people probably take them. So these are one of the things. And I've tried them before and I didn't think they were that bad. But I've just made it in a cup. I know this isn't a big deal and these are quite normal, like, supplements. But it's, honestly, it's giving, like, Shrek sick. I want the eggs to be healthy, but this is so manky. So yeah, let's see. Oh my god, it's like a bush tucker. It's like a bush tucker trial. That's how I feel right now. Okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not good. Look at my face. What is it? What is it? Weird. Weird. Really weird. I think it's like, I don't think it's the taste because I mixed it with orange juice. So it kind of tastes like orange juice. It's like half the flavour. Oh no, do you know what it's like? It's like drinking a crushed up pill. I think it's the texture that's gross. And then that like powdery like taste left in your mouth. Oh! But yeah, that's where we're at. And it's the 1st of February today. Woo! So I've done a full month with no alcohol, eating the right diet. I've been training. I have had no nicotine. I've had hugely reduced my caffeine for a whole month. And I'm actually really proud of myself because that might not be a big deal to some people, but I really feel like it's actually been quite reasonably difficult. Not just have like, you know, like even the odd glass of wine. So yeah, sorry if that sounds like, you know, it's not a big drama, but yeah, I'm proud of myself. And so it'll probably be like another 2 months now. And I'm getting quite into it. Like I'm not dreading going to things and not drinking now. Like I'm kind of getting used to it and I'm really enjoying not being hungover. Although I guess January's been quiet, so I don't know, like maybe when we start going, maybe solely going to a bottomless brunch won't be as good. So then when I come on this period, which should be in the next few days, then I will go for a scan, I think 18 days after that. And I think that's where I learned to do all the injecting and stuff. So it's only probably going to be like 4 weeks now, or like 4.5 weeks till I start injecting, which I'm terrified of, but like I've maybe put in good groundwork and I'm hoping we get good results. Oh my god, fingers crossed we get good results. So yeah, like I'm feeling quite positive at the moment, way more positive than when I first started. Initially it's quite a shock and it's quite intense, but I kind of got my head around it now. I don't know if anyone else is like watching this is doing a similar journey, but yeah, like if you are feeling like shit at the beginning, then like I did, then yeah, hopefully this is a little light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully by this point you'll be feeling a little bit better. I am fully aware I haven't really done anything yet. Obviously I'm still a bit nervous. One of the things that's really helped me, oh god, I refuse to cry in every video. My friends and family have been so nice and so supportive. This just sent me this cute little card. I'm not gonna cry, but everyone's been so nice. I really, really, really am so grateful for that. Another thing I would say, like if you're doing the same, like make sure you tell people and make sure you talk about it with them like try and support you as well, because it definitely is something you need to like kind of talk out a little bit. Yeah, I think it really helps. I mean, awkward that I am so white on the colour of the door right now. But anyway, happy February, and yeah, see you soon.